I hope that this 2TC video will stick to you like a glue sticks to a balloon, but rather than being corrosive or temporary, it's not corrosive and permanent. So in this 2TC scenario, we are doing the achievement with both the Golden Justice and the Balloon Solver, because this thing lacks camo detection, and this thing can give camo detection. But also this thing can give black, white and purple popping potentials, which the glue gunner doesn't need, by the way. It's essentially a normal damage type, but reskinned as acid. Now, why are we putting Desperado here? Well, the Golden Justice is going to have a very, very satisfying time with this straight line here. Yes, it's going to absolutely dominate everything on this straight line. To an extent. Keep you on strong sometimes. We'd like you to slow down the balloons rather than just outright popping the first thing on the screen. Okay, round 10. Now, what we're going to do here, I think we'll just go with bigger globs, but in some cases, slowing down the balloons is bad because it means there are more balloons in the radius of Desperado, which means that both Quick Draw and Standoff are not as impactful because there are more balloons within its, in its radius. Oh gosh, and also balloons which are closer to him as well. Not cool. Not cool whatsoever. Hopefully this does it. Hopefully. Okay, I survived that round and I survived my coughing fit. It's going to sound rather strange, but we're not going to get glue splatter just yet because I want to get Balloon Dissolver. Because not only does this mean that we can solve 2 layers rather than 1, the glue gun itself actually attacks faster as well when you get it, which is really nice. Slow down the yellow balloons, please. We do not want to lose to a yellow balloon, no sorry. Don't do that, please. Put you on strong so that hopefully you stick to the yellow and pink balloons that spawn on this round, but not all of them are being stuck. Good. Good. Once those 2 groups were stuck there, I was really pleased. So before the Golden Justice, the only time in which the Balloon Solver ever got a 2TC was with Master Bomber, when the little globs of glue on the ground were able to affect camo balloons. Nowadays it no longer can do that, which means a decamo Master Bomber can no longer get the dice rolling and for the Balloon Solver to do the rest of round 95. It essentially boils down to round 95. A lot of runs boil down to round 95 if you do not know. Round 95 is a camo heavy round, which is why I preface that it is a very, very dumb round. Yeah, we're making light work of these balloons now, but before we forget, let's get some eagle eyes so that we do actually have some camo detection. Otherwise, it'll be looking very embarrassing if we get glue splatter first. I was thinking glue storm, but because the duration of 250 has been halved in update 49, not really the most viable of towers nowadays when it comes to a 2TC. It used to be very situational for certain scenarios, like the hypothetical glue storm and balloon exclusion zone. That's no longer possible because the ability duration has been halved, which is not good whatsoever. Which means it cannot fully glue all of the lead balloons on screen. Not cool. Or maybe if you do it on a long enough map, the ability comes back, but then are you able to glue all of the DETs, etc.? All of these things are questions. And sometimes these questions do not have any answers. Because all I am doing is shouting out these sort of questions into the void. Now the only troubling thing is that this little gap here means that the Deadeye Bounty Hunter Golden Justice will be susceptible to any Moabs down here, which means this cowboy will only be firing off his dinky little pistol rather than his huge ass rifle, which you would think would be much better than the dinky ass pistol. But no, the middle path Desperado is claustrophobic, whereas the bottom path Desperado is the contrary. They have a fear of faraway objects, so they don't unleash their shotgun, but once the balloons are close enough, then he unleashes the shotgun out. That's why I say, the contrary to the middle path Desperado. Right, it's time to go from Anthrax Alpha to Anthrax Beta, and then from Anthrax Beta to Anthrax Gamma. Dr. Frax will be pleased. Round 40, you will go down Although it would be a miracle if we could mod it so that balloon dissolver is, well, obviously it's green, but balloon liquefier is blue, and then the balloon solver is purple. Camo purple balloons, not a problem. Perhaps on round 47 we should put the Deadeye ability on our glue gunner just to make the camo balloons a bit easier, but you should be able to get through them no problem. Yes, we could get Bounty Hunter right about now, but nah. We want the balloon solver first. 47, brilliant. Now, unfortunately, the glue splatters on the ground, despite the fact that this thing has been camouflaged. The glue splatters on the ground, I don't think actually have the Deadeye property on them after the ability itself has expired on the glue gun itself. But on other towers with like a damage over time sort of thing, even though the Deadeye ability has passed, the damage over time still lingers. So for example, with, let's say, an arcane spike, you have the walls of fire that you can put down if you receive 420, but when the Deadeye ability runs out, the walls of fire that was still placed on the ground when the Deadeye ability was active, they can still pop camo balloons despite the fact that the Deadeye ability on the primary tower itself, sorry, the tower which it was affected by, has gone away, but the projectile itself can still pop camo balloons. That's the thing. But with the globs of glue, I don't think that is the same. Leave the rest to the Deadeye. I hope you can do it. Lucky you're able to reach up here, which is good. Yeah, we certainly have a balloon problem. And we have the solver for the problem itself. I wonder what the glue power gun would entail, because you have to incorporate all three paths into the power gun itself. Unless, of course, you're the engineer power gun and there's a lack of traps. But then again, the pin effect is still a thing. Alright, camo lead's not a Look at all those glue splatters on the floor. Take a little bit of HP out. It's almost like you didn't do anything. Yeah, whoever Ninja Kiwi thought, you know, let's give the middle path Desperado an ability which can apply to either itself or other towers where it grants it temporary camo detection. Yeah, that's really good. And especially when you consider in a 2TC scenario, it grants your other tower which may not otherwise have camo detection, or with a bounty hunter which is not even in the description, black popping, white popping and purple property potential while the ability is still active, means of being able to circumvent their weaknesses. Obviously it doesn't grant lead popping. I mean, if they ever decided to buff Golden Justice again, just like they've just the Golden Justice is just the buff in a run, okay? Just straight line, infinite pierce, stupid stuff. I can see the pierce being capped at some point. Now with the Deadeye ability, at the moment in the game, there is a bug where if you apply the ability to a tower and the ability itself is still active on the next round, then what you can do is you can fail the run, reload the round, and then the ability has 100% ability uptime from the point in which you loaded up the game. So it resets the ability duration as if you just hit the ability on the tower itself. I know, really crazy, really crazy, really powerful. Can really exploit round 95. Now we are 20k away from the Golden Justice, and most certainly justice will be put upon the balloons. Although this is kind of toxic, although not as toxic as the internet. In fact, whatever the glue gunner power gun would be, not even its corrosive potential could be as toxic as the internet can be sometimes. Speaking of 2TCs, hypothetically, if the balloon solver's little blobs on the ground were still able to hit camo balloons without requiring camo detection, then the 2TC, which was probably something that a lot of people tested but then realized, well, the globs on the ground can't hit camo balloons by default, the balloon solver and the final harmonic would have been an awesome combination, because the final harmonic can start the ball rolling with decamifying some of the balloons, and then this can just pop the rest. which again would be really handy for round 95. Do you like a round with a huge number of fast fortified balloons on the screen? Here's 96. Do you want them to be slower but infinitely, well not infinitely, but far more powerful? Well, here's round 98. Do you like a round with so many camo balloons that you have no idea on how to deal with them all? Here's round 95, and here are some other properties as well, including the purple property, the lead property, the DDTs, which are, I don't know, the camo property, and the black property. If you didn't know, the DDTs are immune to explosives, and the lead property as well, by the way, give you that. So yeah, round 95 I think is designed in a way to stop so many 2TC runs. I don't think Ninja Kiwi designed the round in mind, but I thought, let's have a round where almost every single kind of property is present on that given round. So you've got regrow properties, camo properties, purple properties, every single kind of property that you could imagine of probably is in existence on round 95. Except the bad though, that's kind of a property in and of itself because it is immune to everything other than debuffs. Also is Golden Justice time, and yeah, as they get to this point down here, they well, the Dinky Pistol starts taking effect, which I wouldn't know why, and as you can tell from the complete evisceration of those BFBs, this is what you call a good spot for the Golden Justice, providing that the mobs don't actually get too close to this corner here. Another one. This thing's just so powerful on the straight line, on complete straight lines. This thing is just broken. It's even more broken like Juggernaut, Ultra Juggernaut. Still not quite as powerful as like Ray of Doom in a straight line. Would you like to have Ray of Doom at home? Well, we've got the solution for you. No wait, this is the solution to a balloon problem. This is the solution to, well, other problems. You get the ball rolling sooner by applying the Deadeye, or sorry, Bounty Hunter ability on your own Golden Justice and then go from there. As far as I know, there's no differences between Bounty Hunter and Golden Justice when it comes to its ability. Obviously, Mark to Pop is more powerful than the Golden Justice, but when it comes to the tier 4 to tier 5, when it comes to the first ability, no changes whatsoever. Okay, another one, and gosh, you are just completely broken balloons. If you'd like to see more videos like this in the future, then please consider hitting that subscribe button if you have not subscribed to the channel already, and let me know what other kind of combinations you'd like to see me do on the channel, which I've not yet done. But if you suggest something like, I don't know, Total Transformation and Sky Shredder, I'm not the kind of person to do those sort of things. I hate Sky Shredder. It's actually my least favorite of the Monkey Aces. It used to be Zarbomber, but I just find the Zarbomber to be more consistent than Sky Shredder, which I feel like is just a dice roll, honestly. 92, the complete obliteration of them ZMGs. What about these DDTs right here? Start the ball rolling a bit sooner. No, I should have just went with you, but I was just trying to rely on RNG to get me through. Yeah, you're the RNG tower. Do you actually crit stuff or not? So yeah, that should have been a flawless run right there with what we've got going on here, but no, I'll let my hubris overtake my common senses and think this can easily crit all of them. Perhaps I should have just unleashed the ability a bit sooner. But yeah, pistol, Dinky Pistol. Ninja Kiwi, can you just remove the pistol entirely? It doesn't benefit Golden Justice. And also, because of the fact that we have Golden Justice on this map, we don't need to apply the Deadeye ability on you because, well, we can just handle all of these camo balloons without any incident at all whatsoever. Putting you on last is probably the last thing I should do, but I'm holding on to the... Yeah, you're forced onto the pistol, aren't you? And that should do it. Excellent. Excellent timing all throughout, you two. Tens of thousands of damage at times. Definitely what you would call quite a powerful tower if it can just deal 10,000 damage per bullet. 10,000 pops, one bullet. What a goddamn OP assassin. Oh yeah, I forgot about the fact that the Golden Justice just simply does bonus damage to fortified balloons. Yeah, that's a really cool trait to have, isn't it? With a property that gives a exterior layer essentially twice the amount of HP anyways. Great, great. Goody, goody gumdrops. Just what we like to say in this run. Okay, you can do it. You can do it. Yeah, we did do it. Sound like Ned Flanders now. Okay, can we do this round though? Of course we can do this round. Hopefully that sticks long enough. Yeah, that sticks long enough. And we managed to gobble up them. Okay, so you saw that the ability was present on there. But let's see what would happen if we reload the game while the ability was still active around 100. There we go. So when we unpause, the ability's still going. Despite that, it should have been done a long time ago. Not with the bug present in the game. Perhaps I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Just joshing, we can do it. We can definitely do it. As you could tell, we did it. There we go, everybody. That is a 2TC run. We don't even need to use the Mark to Pop ability again. It's mainly used for round 95. I'm just going to say that right now. Handle the majority of the current DDTs on the screen, and then you can go a long way from there, people. So there we go, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Our monkey star of the day is the Bloon Solver. And you can definitely tell this is quite a toxic monkey. Or maybe it's pure soul and just the weaponry it has that is toxic. Kind of reminds me of the Desolator Trooper from Red Alert 3. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody. Please let me know what you thought of the video down in the comment sections below. And let me know what other kind of challenge you'd like to see me do on the channel. And if you'd like to support me further alongside liking, commenting and subscribing, then anytime you are in the store, before you purchase anything, please consider using my creator support code whenever you are in the store. It helps me out a lot. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody, and take care of yourselves.